Alright guys, new month means new game. Let's see what the Patreon people chose this time. I see. So, on top of the first-person stealth game I'm playing right now, and the other first-person stealth game I'm playing right now, you guys chose another first-person stealth game. It's like you're trying to tell me something. All right, let's get it started.
Final report of the commercial starship Nostromo. Third officer reporting. The other members of the crew: Kane, Lambert, Parker, Brett, Ash, and Captain Dallas are dead. Cargo and ship destroyed. I should reach the frontier in about 6 weeks. With a little luck, the network will pick me up. This is Ripley, last survivor of the Nostromo, signing off.
Ripley? I'm Samuels. I work for the company. It's about your mother. We think we may have found her, Amanda. A commercial vessel, the Anisadora, has recovered what we believe to be the flight recorder unit of the Nostromo.
Where?
Zeta Reticula.
What did it tell you?
We don't know. The unit was taken to Sevastopol station. It's proprietorial material, so the company wants it to be collected as soon as possible. Sevastopol's a supply depot in the region. It's a permanent free port facility.
I know what it is.
Transit's arranged. There's a courier ship called the Torrens heading out that way in 2 days. We're going to travel out.
We?
Me and another exec. And you, if you're willing. Look, Ripley, when this job came across my desk, I read the case history. I know why you're working in the region where she went missing. You're still looking, aren't you? I've been cleared to offer you a place on the Torrens if you want to come along. Maybe there'll be some closure for you.
Here we go. Alien Isolation, a game meant to be the canonical sequel to Alien, which is specifically Alien, not Aliens, like no S, which means before the James Cameron very action-oriented sequel happened and stuff like that. So what we know right now is that in Alien, Ripley's ship gets attacked by the alien, and she ends up blowing it up to escape, and she puts herself into a cryosleep, and so she's just kind of lost to space. She wakes up in Aliens, when the company wakes her up, and she's then told it's been a long time, and her daughter's dead. I think it's implied that she just died from old age or something, or she just, you know, had a whole long life and grew up to be an old woman and everything. So we'll be breaking canon if I manage to die, I guess. Yeah, by the time Aliens happens, there's some great amount of time has passed, and hello. And our character will be dead before Ripley ever wakes up. So kind of dooms her from the whole thing of trying to meet her and everything. Look at this place. I love this. So it's based on such an old film that it's got that archaic vision of the future where we have all these magical technologies like cryopods and stuff like that that aren't stuff that are normal day life. But then that's juxtaposed with, like, there's ashtrays on the cryopods, and, like, we have this, like, dot matrix looking monitors and, like, old clunky stuff, and a drinking bird, like somebody cares about those in the future. Hey there. Oh, this one's open up. No names on these guys. Just personal storage, and presumably personal storage written in a different language, and that's about it. Hey there. Got living quarters. Rather compact little beds. I feel like I'd have trouble fitting on those. Just missed you. Verlaine, you on the lookout for a navigational officer? I have a friend that's just lost his ship and he's looking for work. I can vouch for him. He's got good papers. Same old story. The megacores undercut him, picking up all his clients. Contracts are getting harder to come by for the smaller companies, and I'm thinking of getting out myself while I still have something to sell. Sounds like you're doing okay, though. Dropped by the docks and heard you just shipped out. Sevastopol Station. What a shithole. Still, I hear Weyland-Yutani pay well. Good luck to you. If you can't beat them, right? Just, let's catch up when you get back. Blaine. Try to remember, the last time I played a longer horror game, especially of the sci-fi variety, probably would have been Soma. And that was a hell of a ride, wasn't it? So that's how we save in this game? Yeah, there's like a agonizing moment where you have to wait for the save to take. Wow. Imagine that tension if something's going wrong, where you're trying to wait for the moment of safety to be able to use it. Oh, look. There's scrap and an injector. Alright, we're already scavenging, even though nothing's wrong yet. I'm not breaking character, you're breaking character. Shut up. Can I look at this stuff on the table? That's how you crouch, alright. Don't think we have any sort of optical zoom, being a normal human girl who does not have cybernetic parts, like, or special magic powers like the other two first-person stealth games I'm playing right now. Now I've got 3 different control schemes to accidentally mix up with each other. What's that chiming sound? Is that you? Yeah, it sounds pretty loud when I go up to it. I guess that's just the constant sound of the phone. Alright, we got Verlaine, Connor, Samuels, Taylor, and Ripley. 5 crew members. I wonder what WY means. Oh, Weyland-Yutani. So 2 normal crew members, 3 Weyland-Yutani employees, is what the implication is here, I believe. Why is one of these reduced? Samuels has a reduced meter? I don't know what the meter represents necessarily. Oh well. Don't think we need to... let's get in the habit. Never mind, you can't save. Oh, now I can. Weird. I wonder if the game also additionally has autosaves, because it wouldn't let me use the save at first. I wasn't looking in the corner at the moment, so I don't know if there was a a cassette writing icon happening there. That's a shower, isn't it? I'm already dressed, I shouldn't use the shower. I should have done that beforehand if I wanted to do that. They're just gonna have to deal with stanky Ripley today. I'm gonna go this way instead. It looked like there was stuff. Oh, that's just that. Never mind. I'm like, there's stuff over there. Let's go back that way. So it would have been weird if I walked out here just naked, huh? Got some armor sets. Alright, I just called spacesuits armor sets. Can I use this thing? No. Alright. 2 paths. Can I open you guys up? Just trying to get used to the basics of what you can and can't interact with. So that's the airlock. It's on the ground down here. There's a noticeable film grain, so they're going for the aged look there. They're trying to fit in with the time. I can't think of any game I've seen a lot of film grain on since, like, Mass Effect 1? I think even Mass Effect did away with it after the first game.
Taylor, good morning.
Ripley, it's certainly not good. I very much doubt it's morning either. Sorry. I feel like death. I don't know how you people put up with hypersleep regularly.
You get used to it.
I don't do long haul very often. Most legal execs don't travel further than the coffee machine.
I'm surprised Weyland-Yutani felt the need to send legal at all.
The loss of the Nostromo and its cargo cost the company a lot of money. It's important we find out what happened. If I can close the case with a conclusive accident report, it'll look great with my superiors. I'm sorry. That was insensitive. I realize your mother has been missing for 15 years and you...
It's okay. We'll both get what we want, right?
Have you seen Samuels? He's probably been up for hours.
I'll catch up with him.
Objective complete. Spoke with Taylor about the morning and the lack of goodness it has. Just the slightly dramatic objective thing popping up is funny to me. Hello. Must be some sort of networking. Interesting. I like how there's just random unlabeled buttons just blinking on and off. Sci-fi computers, ooh, from the 80s or 70s. Fits right in with what you'd see in the background of Ninja Turtles film, really, of like, I don't know, it's a science computer, it has buttons and they glow, and they sometimes stop glowing, and then they start glowing again. Surprise. Weyland-Yutani is such a convenient scapegoat for... Not scapegoat, but it's such a convenient motivation for all this stuff, is that you just have this really shitty, soulless corporation that will just do anything for profit and risks people constantly, and so it's like that's all you need. Once you have that set up, you can just drive the whole franchise forward indefinitely. Just don't make the mistake of destroying Weyland at any point. To Taylor, in response to the Nostromo incident, Weyland-Yutani file, blah 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 numbers. Hey Taylor, I got your request, or your case request. It may take me a while to dig out the files and the incident happened before my time at the company, so I'm a bit fuzzy on the details. In 2122, the Weyland-Yutani cargo vessel, the USCSS Nostromo, went missing. No trace was found of its cargo or crew apart from a new science officer. The rest of the crew had worked together before, 7 in all. So Ash was the one new person. Wasn't Ash the android, I believe? I think Ash was the android, which is probably why they stood out so much. It would have to be Ash, because everybody else was used to each other at that point. Kane, or is it Kane? Casey. I would not be surprised if that was like a nerdy reference to maybe his spelling changing from different VHS boxes or something, or it could be nothing. Torn's Manifest. Can I click on that? Oh, yeah. Oh, you physically click on them to open them. It just defaults to one of them being open at first. Diane Verlaine. Outbound and return transportation for Weyland-Yutani retrieval team to Sevastopol station. Yep, there's 3 Weyland-Yutani employees, just like I figured. Okay. Oh, and it scrolls. I should check that with the other thing that's more interesting. Yep, there's the rest of the crew. Weyland-Yutani lost a lot of money from it. It's a bit of a black mark on the history. Get the impression they don't like to mention it. Anyway, I'll try and find the files later. Clarify some of the points. If you want, I can help you go through them. Maybe some of your luck will rub off on me. I hear upstairs have an eye on you for something big. Saul. So the dark element here is that they act like it's a weird surprise thing that where no one knows what happens. But at the same time, I believe the android was turning on the crew because it was specifically under orders not to kill the alien, but to try to take it home or something. That might not have been the first one. That might have been a different alien movie. I think it was the first one, though. That was the one where the android was such a betrayal, and why she doesn't trust the android she meets in the second film. Ripley, I mean. So we're gonna want to find the sprint button, although it might be disabled. Oh, okay. We have leaning. Good to know. Slightly disorienting to have be looking down such a long hall and have it all warp like that. Kind of wonder what's going on with her neck at that point. Hi! What's the point of startling lights? Why do you make such loud noises? It's still the morning, according to me, and maybe no one else. Oh, now we have people littering on this ship. How dare you? Someone's got to pick that up. Not like somebody else is going to show up. Yeah, I don't have a run button, I don't think, right now. I probably just can't yet. Hello, this guy that woke me up. No, the guy that brought me here. That keeps going for a while.
Ah, Ripley.
Samuels, did you wake up early?
Well, I don't really need as much sleep as the rest of you. I was just inspecting the Torrens facilities. A well-maintained ship. I realize it's a very similar model to...
The Nostromo.
Yes, M-Class. A later pattern, but close in spec.
I've worked engineering jobs on ships like this.
Of course. Is Taylor up yet? She's not a seasoned traveler. Hypersleep may have been punishing for her.
We talked. She seems nervous.
I hadn't noticed. She's a skilled executive, though. Should help us with any legal issues we might encounter.
She'll be especially helpful when the alien tears out her throat or something.
All personnel to the bridge. Approaching Sevastopol station.
Looks like we're up.
Oh, you can open it up that way. So this is a medical device for scanning people. Oh, I just put the bed in there. Oh, that was cool. That's a cool little moment, the way that they handle that stuff. Alright, that's neat. It's really cool to see it's such a detailed replica of the Nostromo, basically. Complete with blinking dots and a lot of stuff I don't really know how to interpret, although I am seeing the same displays on the monitors all over the ship, which is slightly weird. The funny thing is, when you make a video game, you have to make a more complete version of the ship than was likely ever in the actual film. Because, oh, why is the glass all wavy? Weird. Because film sets are usually so incomplete that they almost never actually build the entire place. It's usually a bunch of individual rooms and walls to get a convincing shot, and that's about it. Trying to get two turned around, but I might have already. There might just be multiple docking spots. No, this is the personal storage room. So I have gone around in a circle a bit. Okay. I probably should have followed him. Hey there. Was that there before? I believe I've been here already. Okay, I can probably go... I might be able to go past here now. I think this was locked before until I did that. Yep.
Hope you all had a restful journey.
The Torrens is in very good order for an old M-Class captain.
She was a wreck when I bought her. Took a few years and a lot of contracts to refit. She pays for herself now.
You said we're approaching Sevastopol station. Are we docking?
I believe your contact is Marshal Weyts, is that right? I'll hail Sevastopol and arrange boarding with him.
Good. Let's get this done.
Don't worry, Miss Taylor. Routine. In and out. Connor, how we doing?
SMG loaded and calibrated. Approach vector locked.
Prep comm so I can say hello.
Channel open, Captain.
Does everyone have their briefing documents?
You can watch the approach on the monitors.
Can we see it?
Switch to monitors. Sevastopol Station.
Is that damage?
It looks like damage.
Punch up 74, tight angle.
Looks like the dry dock bay is screwed.
I can't bring the Torrens into that.
This is the commercial vessel Torrens out of St. Clair, registration number MSV7760, calling Sevastopol traffic control. We're carrying 3 passengers on a
Weyland-Yutani bond. You're holding the Nostromo flight recorder unit. We request immediate permission to transfer the passengers port side over.
This is Wits, Colonial Marshal, Sevastopol State. Serious situation.
Hello, Marshal? Marshal, this is the Torrens. Say again? The station's comms seem pretty screwed up, so I fitted Samuel's suit with a radio booster. I can only keep the Torrens in transit for 24 hours.
You'll have heard from us by then.
Safe trip.
Stand by. My contract doesn't cover bloody spacewalks. It's the only option, and it's perfectly safe if you do what I tell you. Depressurizing. Oh, fuck. Hating this. Just shadow me, Taylor. You too, Samuels.
Affirmative.
Fuck happened here? My God, Ripley. You're doing good, Taylor. Just keep moving!
Taylor, Ripley, hold on!
Samuels! Taylor! Respond! Anybody! Okay.
Well, that was a mess, wasn't it? The moment that they said... the very moment that they said, it's perfectly safe, I'm like, well, this is an Alien game, so that's not how this is gonna end at all. So we're all separated, we're completely on our own immediately. That's a hell of a start, huh? Let's see if I can get this helmet off. I have very restricted view right now. Ta-da! Alright, I can see everything. Let's do a test, by the way. I'm curious about something, so I'm gonna face these gears. I noticed something in the options, and it's weird to me. You go into the video options. No? Yeah, there. Field of view. 47? Is it really a 47-degree field of view? And if you reduce it, it goes to 75. So is my field of view going bigger? Whoa. That's weird. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I was almost nauseated by how, like, zoomed in my field of view felt. This is way better. 75. And even 75 is a really restricted FOV. But it's really unusual for the, when you fill the meter and make it like go further to the right, for the FOV to go lower. That's weird. But yeah, that was gonna give some people motion sickness just watching the videos probably. With the 45 FOV, that's like half what people usually play at. 90 is usually a good number. Alright, so we're on our own. Off to a bad start for us. I mean, we know that the executive girl's in trouble because she's presumably has 0 skills that are going to help her in the situation, but now she's separated too, assuming she even arrived anywhere in the first place. So those just keep beeping forever, huh? Alright, well I guess that'll help me find them if I ever feel the need for them, or at least I'll know they're nearby so I can look for it when I want one, and not walk by one without noticing it. We have problem.
Warning. Sevastopol stability compromised. Proceed to the nearest partial checkpoint and stand by while orbital stabilizers realign.
You really don't want to have stuff shaking so much that stuff's falling through cracks in your ship. Because eventually one of those cracks goes to space and you're in some trouble. Now, admittedly, the hull's probably a really big deal and the inner parts are probably less of a big deal and then less stable. Although you're in some pretty bad trouble if it's compromised at all, which it must be, because large chunks of it are floating around. So you... the lack... Nope. Bye, Cone. I didn't mean to, but I did. Here we go. So we're establishing vents right away. This is more or less the tutorial. I'm not going to be too worried about major threats until something actually happens. So for now, they're probably just getting me used to what I can walk around with and what things you can interact with. Might be a while before an alien shows up, actually. Hope that never closes while you're going through it. What's oddly oppressive is like there's this really low ceilings, and you feel so close to the ceiling. If you're a little taller, I'd be worried about hitting my head all the time. Like, look how close I get to these doorways, like right under them. And she's probably not even that tall, so I would have some trouble walking around in these places as being 6 feet tall, probably. That'd be an anticlimactic ending to an alien chase, is slamming your head into the top of a doorway. Oh, folder corrupted. Goody. Alright, how about you? Decommissioning. To engineering team, decommission. So, boys and girls, you've probably heard the whispers about Sevastopol by now, and I can confirm it's official. Sevastopol is being decommissioned. I will go over with each of you what this means in regards to your contacts and your next placement, but for now, we still have a job to do. The suits want this done with a skeleton crew, which means we'll only be getting a few outside contractors to help, but it does mean overtime. I recommend taking what you can while it's available. I should point out that the decommission does not mean a lucky dip. Everything here has to be accounted for, and I will personally escort anyone found helping themselves to equipment to Marshal Waits, Chief. Don't go stealing stuff, guys. The folder corrupted is actually kind of a decent... It's like a decent explanation for what's going on here. It's like they want to imply that all this stuff uses a bunch of there's a bunch of messages everywhere, but don't want to have the player reading them all, so they have these corrupted folders to imply that, yeah, this normally had messages on it, but here's the important bit. Just look at that. So, here's our little beginning of scary movie. Beautiful, safe place. Nightmare Dangerfield. And then the girl goes the wrong way. Of course, it's a dead end, but I just mean, like, yeah, I doubted we could go this way because of how important that looked for level design, but, just the dichotomy of the two options is comical to me. Like, just how different the danger level apparently is. That's gonna fall right after I cross it, isn't it? Nope, not. Not after. Not after. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad we could work together. Whoa, that was a weird... Oh. I think I was having trouble physicsing me because I was on top of this box. Well. Hey there.
This'll help.
Oh, we have radio menu. Okay. Let's go ahead and use our tutorial item. Yeah, that won't be terrifying at any point or attract my attention to any nastiness. But anyway, for anyone who doesn't know, the significance of making this a sequel to Alien instead of Aliens is the fact that Aliens was massively influential in its own different way than Alien was. Because Alien was a very moody, atmospheric, slow burn horror film about it. It was like a slasher film in space, basically. But Aliens is arguably why we have stuff like Halo and a lot of things we've gotten used to now with the modern concept of a space marine in a lot of stuff. There's other, I'm sure there's other stuff too. I don't know the timeline of like Starship Troopers' book versus Alien coming out and stuff like that, but in the meantime, space marines have become such a thing that you just get used to the concept. I'm just gonna ignore that way and see what else is around here for a moment. Like, now that space marines are so constantly around, you always know, Working Joe, someone new. Oh, hints at the bad thing. But yeah, there's been basically every game called Alien or Aliens has basically always been technically a Aliens game. It's been following in the footsteps of the James Cameron film of some space marine with a machine gun or a flamethrower or and a motion sensor hunting down and shooting a bunch of nasty aliens. Usually large numbers of them. This whole place is falling apart. They usually shoot them like cannon fodder. Colonial Marines was actually a pretty bad example of that in more recent years. And that game in particular, for being so awful, was part of the reason why people were so happy to see this thing come out in the first place. Like, oh, now we're gonna have a true, faithful sequel to Alien. Their flare ran out. And, well, time will tell whether or not that's true or not. And whether or not this is, as good as it's supposed to be. I don't know. What's that sound? An odd one, huh? Let's grab that. Nope, just turning it on and off. Well, I don't need creepy nightmare sci-fi horror sounds in the background, so I'll leave that off for now. Seems like I can still use the flare. Yeah, I have one flare. Did I have two a moment ago, or does the one flare get... I doubt you can reuse the flares.
Hello? Anyone here?
It'd be strange if you could reuse any of them. We need a passcode to get through here. Might have supplies in it. Can't use that. It's dark in here. What are you? Is that a model of the space station? Looks like it could be. Oh, that's smashed, and that's a magically moving box. Woo, spooky. Forgotten. F.U. Takes effort to paint in that broad of a stroke. They have to use like a paint roller or a giant brush or something. Like, that's a surprising amount of work put into graffiti. Pay out, keep. No one. Trust no one. Yep. They had to get like a ladder for that. Look how high up some of that stuff is. Like, we're on stairs. Why is there graffiti up there? This is weird. Let's see. This life for rent. Tomorrow, no. Together future. Oh, tomorrow together equals no future. Help. Why'd they write that sideways? Welcome to the end of time for people who have neck problems. Some of this graffiti just takes work. Like, weird amounts of work, frankly. Hey there. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sure we're all gonna be fine. Just, we need to all focus on what's important. The coming end of times. Hit. Oh, it's a button mash. What are we, Kratos? What, are you a treasure chest? Hey there. How doomed am I for making noise like this? Okay. Until they establish the alien, I feel like I'm generally safe, because it'd be really strange to be abruptly ambushed and killed by an alien without ever introducing its existence or how it works. beforehand, so I'm probably safe until something actually gets introduced. So personal, moved our stash. Langley, if you're looking for our stash, I've moved it. You left it right out in the open, and anyone could have taken it. Jesus, do you know what I had to get it? I've hidden it in one of the storerooms. You should be able to find it. The code is 0340. Don't worry, no one goes down to the terminal anymore, not after what happened. Also, we're out of meds and low on water, so you're going to need to get some. It's your turn. Maybe it'll teach you to take care of your stuff in the future. Alright, 0340. That's probably the code downstairs. Goodbye from Seekson. Public notice, decommissioning of Sevastopol Station. We've had a long journey together, but sadly it's coming to an end. Seekson Corps would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you who have worked and lived in Sevastopol over the years, and hopes that Seekson has helped to make it a productive and rewarding environment. Our investment and belief in the station has never wavered. Be assured that Seekson's Apollo Central AI and working Joe androids have been there to serve Sevastopol until the last rivet is removed. We wish you all the best for the future. After all, Sevastopol isn't just a station, it's people, Seekson Corps. I somehow doubt that it's just going to be great. Oh, and there you go, restore power to departures. Are we leaving? Oh, there you go. Oh. I'm going! Wow. They're in a hurry. That's not worrying at all, huh? Kill the power. Harris, Turner, get back here now. We have a track.
Harris, Turner, get back here now. We have a track somewhere in engineering. Lock the terminal down, kill the power, and don't forget your reports. Make them thorough. We're gonna need our paperwork to be bulletproof when this shit's over. Waits up.
The station is a gateway to commerce and resources.
So, turning the power on was probably bad. Just a vague hint. Getting vent noises. So the question is if I want to go there or if I want to go back here. Because they're running to those two doors over there, which is interesting. Although really, top priority, let's get this door open since I apparently have the code for it. Nah, I can't go either of those ways, can I? Oh, there's something on the ground over there. Here we go. So, we do need to remember passwords in this game. Might want to keep a notepad around. There's no Deus Ex, auto-reporting of things you know. What's that? Version 1 medkit for crafting. Got some scrap. What's that? Injector. That's got to be used for the medkit, right? So, press left bumper to build a medkit. It requires dots and things. Can I build it? Oh, here we go. This is a better menu for seeing how this stuff works. And as you can tell from my hand moving still, the game didn't pause. So that's kind of a big deal. So I need all these things? Oh, those are all the resources in the game. Ethanol, charge pack, blasting cap, sensor, SCJ injector, compound B, bonding agent. So because I have these three things, I can build a med kit. Which also requires 10 of my 35 scrap. Might as well. Oh. Hang on a second. It looks like I can... So for some reason I can't click on the compound, but it looks like I can actually use maybe any combination of this stuff? No? Okay, do I click on you? How do I use compound B? There we go. That was weird, I couldn't highlight it. Like the inventory's bugged. Sure. And now we have a medkit. Alright. So if I'm in a panic mode, we can switch to mouse for that moment. I might even just switch to playing the mouse in general, we'll see. I'm just kind of giving them both a feel. It varies from game to game. I'm generally more likely to use a mouse if I'm actually going to shoot things. Or have to aim things. But, despite expectations, a lot of the first-person games I play are not the type of things where you actually shoot things, which is kind of a nice change of pace. They're just in first-person for more atmospheric reasons instead. Oh, there's the run button. Yeah, that did not work on the ship. I did not mean to do that. Oh, well. Now I've just wasted my flare, so there's that. Hello, friendly flare. So you can throw it if you want, that's fun. Let's be spiteful towards our future alien overlord. I know just the thing to do. There we go. What if that actually spawned like an early alien attack and just immediately got you killed? Like, it's the special secret. Throw the alien, throw the flare into the vent, instantly get killed by alien in first room.